Okay, it says all of a sudden it said I was not connected, so we'll see what happens here. Let me turn the chat on. Okay, that's on, and I think we're ready to roll here. I'm doing this mobile for the fourth time. The other three have been deleted. The first three because the picture was pixelating, and the last one because the sound wasn't any good. So Mrs. G is in the other room, and hopefully when she tunes in here, she'll let me know if it's worth doing this again. Anyway, as you can see, I have a table full of goodies right here, and I'm going to explain what those are and what's going to happen with those in the weeks to come. Meanwhile, let's take a look outside. And, oh yeah, we got a few little birdies out here right now. Those are juncos, a few blue jays, and about an hour ago we must have had 200, if not more, of those starlings in one big group attack my backyard. I mean, it was actually entirely filled with birds. And every once in a while I'll see them flying around the neighborhood. Oh, let's get back to this. All right, the weather's pretty crummy out. It's 26 degrees. It's got a wind chill, so it's probably down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's time to do some indoor things, and a couple things I need to do are repair things. I need to fix this. It's a little tray table, and the grandkids use it when they play school here. So I need to get that patched back together. I'm going to use some Gorilla Glue, and I don't have these itty-bitty little nails. So I think what I'll do is take the nails out, drill a little pilot hole in, and actually put a screw in there. So I'll show you all that because I plan on videotaping these little projects as I end up going through the next few weeks, winter weeks that is. I got this statue in 1964 when I was confirmed. It's St. Francis, and as you know, St. Francis was very fond of critters and birds. One of them fell off his shoulder, and of course his hand fell off. We have tried all different kinds of glues to put it back onto that ceramic, and nothing has worked. Over here, this is glass, this is a shell, and inside the shell there was a crab, and those are the little crab legs which have been broken off. And we're going to try to fix both of those with something new. We've never used it. It's called UV light glue. So I know it's a little out of focus there. UV light glue. We've never used it. My son has used it. He recommended that it does work, so we'll see. That ought to be fun when I do that little project. Here I've got a beach glass frame. I wasn't real happy with this one. This one I was really happy with. I thought it turned out pretty well. The picture's a little bit faded because it sits in the solarium and the sun has faded it out, but we'll get a new photograph and that'll be fine. So this one I'm going to paint though and see if that will make it look a little nicer. It was 3 frames for like $2.50, something like that, so it wasn't expensive. Have all this beach glass stuff here. Gonna make some more jewelry. Make some more pendants. Here's one that's just a piece of pottery that I wrapped. And I have tons of beach glass.
I can hear static.
Can you hear static?
Yeah.
All right, so it must be everything's connected together. She says she's hearing static, so doggone it. I'm going to unplug this better. Is it any better? Now that I've unplugged it, that's the key.
Yes. Yes.
It is better?
Yeah.
So it's a stupid microphone that I've just bought. Oh goody, doesn't work when I live stream. Well, do I continue or not, PJ? So anyway, I'm going to continue because it's sort of a learning curve here. I don't understand why.
It's fine.
Is
I
it
mean,
fine now?
Yeah.
Was it staticky before?
I didn't notice it. Only
Only when?
when I came in here. But I don't know if I wasn't just.
Oh
I
my
tuned
gosh.
stuff out. I tuned stuff out.
Oh, this is like a circus around here. Anyway, let me continue on without the microphone on here. Oh lordy. This is all beach glass. This is just a fraction of all the beach glass I have. And a couple things that I've made. Here's just a candle. This is just dollar store glass, dollar store candle. Fill it up with beach glass, and when you light it, really looks cool as the light comes through the beach glass. I have a couple back here I'm going to work on. This is sand. I make Christmas bulb ornaments by putting beach sand in there and then beach glass. That's a project I'll show you. We'll find out what's in the mystery package from Hobby Lobby. And as you can see, I also collect this stuff. This is clay pots or clay pipes that have been dumped into Lake Michigan. And put them into a decorative jar, and it really looks cool just sitting on a shelf. Very nice decorative little pieces. Anything else I got going on here? I'm going to paint this. I have to sand it, paint it. I'm going to cover the bottom with beach glass. I have this adhesive, and then once you're done with covering it with the beach glass, then you fill in the space with grout. Make a nice little decorative carry-all for someone. I made a couple of these for one for my daughter and one for my daughter-in-law. So it is time to make one for ourselves here. Over here, we got some beach glass. That is 7, 8 years of collecting beach glass. That's all the blue that I could find. And I mean, I'm down there 40, 50, between 50, 75 times a year. Not too much the last couple of years because I have so much. But anyway, oh, Mrs. G turned the light off in the living room. Are you still watching, Mrs. G? I was going to videotape in there. These are some old fishing lures that came out of my dad's fishing box. And some of those actually came from my grandfather. Oh, she turned it on. Thank you. Thank you, dear. And I'm going to turn those into a shadow box. Let me go into the living room here. I'll show you the other one I did. Whoa, almost fell over. Ah, right there. I know you can see the light in there. That's a little better. That's a little shadow box that I did with the fishing lures from a colleague of mine. Her father passed away. He was a big-time fisherman, but she doesn't fish. Her husband didn't fish, and she knew I did, so she gave me all these old lures, and I put them into this shadow box there. The only one that isn't an antique is that one right there. That was my fishing float that I used for years. I can't tell you how many times I glued that thing back because that little float would come off the stick there. And anyway, I thought it would be better to stick it in the shadow box before I actually did lose it, because I'm prone to losing a lot of fishing stuff. So anyway, that's all I have to say for right now. Stay with me, because eventually we'll be pulling this stuff out a little at a time, and you can see me working with it. And it might be a project that you yourself might be interested in doing. Thanks for watching What's Up with Richard. And hopefully I'll post this one Hopefully, I'll post this one. We'll see how it sounds.